Hello folks. Um, just after doing the video on a quick review on um, the Hat Shack here, and that video will probably be at the end of this video and that. I just thought, you know, seeing as I'm messing around with it and that, I'm going to do a spurt box session. I have it on AM. It's on the little Chucky mode. On FM, there's a lot of stations that come through and stuff, but there's a little bit more static sort of thing. So I thought AM was the best for this. So I thought I would give it a little shot, do a little session and that. Where the reason why I have it in the tin box is there's a little squelch and a little bit of interference because I've got equipment around me and that, so it might shield some of the interference. This is an interference. This box is kind of prone to a bit of interference and that. So I'm going to do a little session on that. So I'm going to let it go. I have my amplifier here. Still got a little bit of a squeak there. Could you come through and speak with us tonight? Can you find a way to speak through the box, to the radio, so that we can hear? We don't know how you do this. But if you can come through and talk to us, it would be great. It's a bit like the old days. When I started doing videos, I always had the dog lying up on the back of the couch here. That's all she's good for doing. Alright. Yes. Sleeping. Your favourite hobby, isn't it? Could you tell me how many communicators are here tonight? How many's here to talk? I think what I'll do is I'll go direct. Doesn't make any difference. You'll need headphones to listen to this. It's all gone bad for me. better without the lid. Could you tell us what your name is?
Kate.
I'm able to put this down. It's a bit noisier than other boxes. Sometimes that's all part of it, you know. One of the reasons why I'm doing this, last night the dog, out of character, was running around the hallway and searching and staring at nothing, and seemed to be chasing nothing around, nothing that I could visually see. And we got into a bit of a frenzy for a little while, and then she calmed down. So what the dog was actually sensing, I don't know. They say animals are a lot more sensitive than we are, but it was like I thought there was somebody knocking at the door, because if somebody knocks on the door, she always has to be the first to be there. I looked out to the people and there was nothing there, but she was running in and out and searching around and looking at nothing, and seemed to be following something that wasn't there. It was kind of weird. Is there anyone present in my house? Could you tell me that? Low tones there, but I don't want to put on the noise gate. If I put the noise gate on, I could drown out. I could kill off what is in there, you know. tell me what my dog was chasing last night?
Tonight and okay. Surrender.
There's stuff coming through there, but the white noise is a little bit higher than the low tones there. Could you tell me how many's communicating right now?
People in the yeah.
It would be easy for me to do this live, but when I do a sport box session, I like to concentrate on that. So I would feel bad if I ignored the chat, if you know what I mean. I don't mind going live, talking and stuff, but when it comes to the sport box, I need to concentrate on the sport box, if you know what I mean. But this is raw, you know, I just press record on my editing software kind of thing.
I need what?
Do you like the dog? The only thing annoying about that static is that squeak. I kind of stopped doing my daily sport box sessions, but I kind of got fatigued of doing them every morning, kind of, right? But I'm still going to be doing some. telling me where this radio came from. Came from America. Do you call yourself a spirit? If you do, could you say the word spirit for me, please, to the radio? I think it might have been it. It's not as profound as in other spirit boxes, but with the white noise there's more frequencies to play with.
So what did you?
I'm speaking in theory, of course. I was going to do another different spirit box session in this session, but it's kind of not a good idea, because if you have connection with this session and you change boxes, you may cut that connection out altogether, because it's a different radio. You see, with the high tone of static and white noise that's here right now, I can't fully hear what's coming through, and I don't know if I have a connection. So I'll break that. I won't know. I won't know until I review this back, you know. But I don't want to be kicking myself and say, why did I turn that spirit box off and change over when I had connection this one, you know? He did. Yeah, he did.
Have you twice?
He must be sick looking at me. Sitting at home. Will you give me high five again, are you? High five. High five. You afraid of all on the couch?
Second step.
High five. 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 I know when the tongue comes out, you're looking for another flipping stick. What makes you that good that you want 2 sticks?
When no.
Can you
Yeah.
Can you tell me what's sitting on the couch behind me? I've an outfeed on my flipping. I've an outfeed on my amplifier, which means I can plug in a pair of headphones, which I can't find right now. What are they? There's a flipping output on this.
Lock. And follow the
I don't know.
the output.
Yeah, it says record out, and when you plug it in, it stops. I need a double jack.
There's ears. Good.
Oh,
Lincoln. This one. Good. The Queen. The money. Nurses.
hope the audio is being picked up properly on this. tell me,
Stupid.
are you dead? I hate asking that question. Did you die and pass on into the spirit world? Don't know what that was. You know the reason why I don't put subtitles? Because if I get it wrong, I can't be blamed for putting words into your mouth. Just turn record on and let it go. Whatever happens, happens. No frills and spills or jump cuts or anything like that. Can you tell me, can you see me? Can you see me right now? I'll say clearly. Can you tell me where you are right now? we're still scanning away here. You notice there when I took the lid off, you got a little bit more static coming in. But when you put a lead from the radio to your headphones, that wire acts as the FM antenna and could bring in more interference. But the little coil, there's a little coil, and that's an AM antenna. There's a little coil inside, and that's an AM antenna. There's radios to have. This here works great for AM, or Faraday cage, Faraday box, or Faraday pouch, or whatever. But on FM, possibly you're going to pick up interference through the cable itself. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Name.
Lady.
You know, there's a problem using noise gate. When you have your static or white noise, and it's a little bit more powerful than the radio noise or responses. See, the noise gate lets in the highest noise, which means that it could, in theory, knock out your low tone response. That's why you have to be very, very careful with noise gate. And that's why, if I have to use it, which I prefer now to use either tin foil or a tin box to cut down static noise. With the noise gate, it's a good idea to let in some white noise, you know. But I haven't used a noise gate in a long time, you know. I prefer to use the Faraday cage than using the noise gate, you know. I've built in reverb on this. Just going to turn it up a touch. When you're using reverb, you don't want it all echoey, because another response will come in and could bleed over it, and you distort the noise, you distort the sound anyway by putting too much reverb in it. A small little touch helps sharpen it up. And that's all you need, a little touch. you got some of these investigators that use, you know, the spurt box enhancers, and they have the reverb up really high all the time, but that's not true sound of the communicators. It's manufactured and often distorted. So the rawer you can do it, the better, you know? I am going to close this one down. I'm going to finish up now, Spurt. Is there anything else you want to say before I close this, turn this radio off? I'm going to show you briefly.
The end.
The end is right. If you want to say anything before I go, you feel free to do so. I'm just going to get ready my radio. You're not going to be much help. Not much help.
No.
Let's go over here for a second. Oh, there we are. It's coming up more clear now when I want to close down. I'm going to say goodbye. Can we speak again someday? Soon?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to turn this off. Hopefully you can come through on the other box, because I'm going to turn on the radio. Yes? You hear more static coming in.
Gonna work.
Yes.
Right, I'm gonna turn off. You know, a lot of viewers that I have don't do ITC. Some want to get into it and stuff. Some complain at the price of the PSP7 being 79 quid for a tiny little radio. But, and here's another trick too. Some people have bought the 12-587 in the hope of hacking it, and some of them don't hack. Now, if you turn it on, you have one that you can't hack, right? You can still use it as a manual because this wheel doesn't come to an end. You can just keep. It's actually quite an easy radio to do a manual sweep spurt box session. So if you have one of these that's unhackable, you can still use it as a manual sweep radio. And it's actually quite good as a manual sweep. But here's a radio an ordinary radio that it's not hacked, it's just a radio. And if you wanted to get into ITC and you're sort of hemming and hawing whether you're going to like it or not, you could go down to Tesco's or Walmart and get yourself a radio with a tune dial on it. If they're up on a display, have a little twiddle with the tuning knob and see that it's nice and free in that, because you don't want a stiff one that's going to hurt your finger after a while. But these old Radio Shacks are pretty good. But this is an ordinary radio. What you do is the tuning dial is at the side here. Record a session. You may not hear anything at the time. You'll always record the session. You may not hear anything at the time. And then review it back. Anyone we can come through with this tonight, I'll come back. Couple of people that don't understand the fundamentals of ITC think that people like Proven Demons are using this to make answers to his own questions. But how does someone know what way to put the dial to get those questions? This is the same thing as automatic sweep, except for you're turning it with your fingers. So that's one. And then we have the one that Proven Demons use themselves. Which is an ordinary £10 radio that I put a little handle on. And the whole sweep is from there to there and it stops. So you have to be a lot slower with this one. Is anyone able to come through?
Now featuring those British bad boy rolls. Early touch.
This one's a lot harder.
Changed significantly in the time that you've.
Can you come through and talk to us?
Airport. JFM.
You don't have to go from one to the other. You can random sweep as well.
The album song.
To live.
Can you come through and speak to us?
For the last. In a world constant.
Could you say the word spirit for me, please, to confirm that you can speak to me?
Think safe.
Anyway, that's the way it goes.
Let's catch really.
Yeah. And. Containing
We taught that.
But that's that. And this was £10. Well, they were £10 in Tesco's. The day I went, they were £5, so I got two of them. But it is an ordinary manual radio with just this handle on it. You know, you don't need the handle, but I just thought the tuning knob was a little bit stiff. Proven Demons. It's his favourite box. It's not necessarily mine, because, you know, you have to be that little bit slower with this one, you know. But just if anybody wanted to do some ITC and they don't have a Spirit box, because very often you go online and you're looking for a Spirit box, and because it's paranormal or ghost hunting equipment, people take advantage of that and buy ordinary radios and hack them, which is cutting a wire in most cases, and adding a lot more money to it. But, you know, if you wanted to invest in a PSP7, but you weren't quite there yet, you didn't quite know, did you want to buy one, try a manual radio for a little while and record what you want. Record everything you try. Don't just listen out there and then, because very often you're going to miss what you're, you know. I have a habit of picking up a Spirit box and trying it out sometimes, and that sometimes it's a bad idea sometimes, because if the camera's not on you, sometimes it can come out with really, really good stuff and you've missed it. So, you know, always record. You're not going to hear everything in real time. You're going to miss out. But when you've recorded, you can listen back. You know? But basically, manual sweep is the same thing as automatic sweep, except for you have to use your hands. But if you get enough practice, the advantages about the manual sweep is that you can sweep at different speeds, because you control the scan, you know. But I'm gonna go, because it's late now, so I just thought I'd stick the camera on, seeing as I sometimes do Spirit box sessions and I get my camera out, do recording and stuff like that, but I decided I would just record it on the software tonight. And lately I've had a habit of doing Spirit box sessions and I've shied away from the camera, like my in-car rant ones. You know, I'm going to try out with the in-car rant videos is having a camera facing out the window, you know, facing the road, and having another one, because I have two of those little body cameras, having another one facing me, so when I'm talking I can change over, you know. But basically all my in-car rant videos are done with a body camera like this, and it's, the resolution is 1296p, which is pretty good. But, you know, you have to admit, the footage coming from this, as a car camera, I put it into my phone holder that's stuck to the window, and that, you know, it's pretty good, you know. The disadvantages is, if you're far away, it doesn't pick up the sound as good, but on close up it's pretty good. Night vision is pretty good, and it doesn't take up much room in your pocket and that, you know. And I have it kind of altered as well, where, do you know, you get one of those selfie sticks and you can put your phone on and stuff. I got the top part of that to put around it, which means there's a horseshoe mount then at the bottom, and I can put a handle on it and I can use it like a video camera as well. The other advantage too is, if you're recording a piece of evidence, the time, the date, the month, you know, and the year is timestamp down in the bottom, you know, so you know you have a record of that, you know. But I blabbered on. I'm coming on to an hour now. I'm going to try and do more lives. I keep saying that, but I will. Do you know? Hope we got something on Spirit Box session tonight. Dog has started falling asleep here. He's getting very comfortable on the back of the couch here. And I'm getting tired myself. So, yeah. We'll see you very soon. And, you know, thanks again. The last couple of weeks has been a big up boost in my channel. You know, people looking at my old stuff and that, which is pretty good, you know. And I didn't expect the in-car rant videos to take off, but for some reason they are. You know, you got a Spirit Box session, you got a little chat with me talking crap in the car, and it's kind of good for me too when I'm talking, because communication is a little bit more difficult person to person with the situation we have at the moment. So when I'm in the car, at least I can talk to you guys, you know. So you know, you got that, you got the Spirit Box session if people want to listen to it, you got the chat, and then you got the scenery around, which is all the time changing, you know, rather than you looking at me. You know, you can see where I'm going, and it's sort of like as if you're a passenger in the car with me, you know. So yeah, for some reason they took off pretty quickly, but maybe it's because it's got that 3 elements of content in it, you know. I don't know, but I'm going to review that little session and see if I got anything. Doesn't always happen. Are we talking to spirits? That's not proven either. You know, people, they do say that they are spirits and ghosts. It's not scientifically proven. Are they of an elemental nature that are always here? I don't know. How do they contact? How do they use the radio? I don't know. It's very hard to prove, and there's lots of theories out there. One of the theories that I came up recently is, do you know when you have a light anomaly, and that light anomaly, in theory, I would call a ball of energy. If that is the energy of a person that's passed on, could that light anomaly contain the elements to be able to transmit to a source like a radio and manipulate that? Is that the way they're doing it? I don't know. Do they come around us when we speak? We don't know. There's lots of don't knows, you know. But all I do know is the Spirit Box does work. It doesn't work all the time, but it works. There's people out there trying to debunk the Spirit Box. Good luck with that, because you're not going to. Do you know? A lot of older ITC researchers don't like the scan method, but it does work, because you know we have got some great results from it. And me putting out Spirit Box sessions raw, maybe we didn't catch as much as we thought we did, but who knows, in the future, where headphone technology or listening technology gets better, could some of these Spirit Box sessions reveal something that we didn't discover right now? So you never know what future technology could discover about what we're doing right now, you know. So keeping that in mind, you know. But I'm going to go, folks. I will see you in the next one. I said that a while ago. I was going to keep this to an hour. We're just gone past it now. But see you in the next one, folks.